located in the Broadview Municipal Building, 2350 South 25th Avenue. Can we get a roll call, Celeste?
Mayor Thompson.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Ms. Caraco.
Present.
Ms. Jones.
Here.
Well, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next on the agenda is public comment. Do we have anyone from the public that would like to make a comment? Hearing none, next is the approval of the minutes from May 27, 2021. I need a motion and a second.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next is the monthly financial report. It's Celeste, not Celeste,
Zabinski.
Zabisky. Kelly,
Kelly.
thank you. Is she here to give us an update on the financials?
She left. She's not feeling well.
Do we have the stuff from the board, from the bills?
She emailed a separate email. It wasn't included in the original packet.
Okay, so we have this. So we have no report on the financial report. So we can table that to next month.
You want it on the agenda for next month,
Yes.
for this month as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
for the May. And that'll come down when we get to consideration.
Right.
Okay. Next is old business, status report on the expansion of agency water reservoir capacity at 10th Avenue Pump Station site and water reservoir project financing for water revenue bonds and refunding of IEPA loan. Any updates, Attorney?
You know, I can get Daryl Davidson, bond counsel, on my phone, and he can give a brief update. We're in the due diligence phase. If you want a little more detail and hear it from him, he's available.
So is it possible, because we on a time constraint in consideration of Mayor Perry, so can we get that in a memo and email to us?
Absolutely. I can just tell you, we're in due diligence. If the board wants to greenlight the issuance of the bonds right away, I can convey that back to bond counsel. They're working with the underwriter to get all the financial pieces in place. We did what was called a parameters ordinance or parameters resolution. So, you know, the bond issuance can be issued. The timing, what he told me, is very good right now in terms of financing. I'll have him provide a written kind of status. I'll email it around to everybody. And he said within 60 days of today, if we said yes, go ahead and get the money. He can set the bond closing, close on the bonds, have the dollars in hand ready for the village to, you know, use them for the project.
So is that something that we need to have on the agenda to approve to go ahead, or is that just like?
We already approved that issuance. It's more of a courtesy. I wanted to bring back where we were in the process, and maybe in like 30 days from now at the next meeting, you know, give you another update. But if you want to move forward, you know, I can provide the written report, you know, status report from him, and then we at the next meeting could, you know, let you know where the numbers are. And the closing wouldn't happen until after the next meeting anyways.
Okay,
No problem with that.
okay, so then let's
Just
go
keep the
ahead.
path
So I
going
just wanted to
forward.
make sure, because I'm familiar with what's taking place. I just wanted to make sure that Mayor Perry and Trustee Caraco, do I get it right, Kathy?
Perfect.
That they have time to, you know, see what's going on. But if Mayor Perry is okay with
I'm
this,
fine.
just go the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling.
I'll
But
have
still
a
provide a
brief-
memo.
I'll have a brief status written report distributed by the end of the week, and then with a milestone timetable so you can see what we're doing.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is the status report of the letter of intent housing board dated October 16, 2024, negotiation of purchase and sale agreement for 1014 to 1020 West Roosevelt Road properties, Broadview, Illinois.
Brief status report, we're still moving forward. As you recall, Housing Forward issued a request to extend the closing date. They have two opportunities to do that for 90-day extensions. They've already exercised one extension. That expires a month from now. I talked to their attorney last week. They will be issuing the second extension. They anticipate getting their financing, multiple tiers in place by this fall. They want to close by mid-fall. They want to break ground before Thanksgiving. That gives us additional time because, as I've reported in the binder I gave you, We have some cleanup work on back taxes on this property, that predate everybody sitting here, including me. And that extra time will help with some timelines that will expire, that will clear some of the back taxes. That will mean the agency won't have to pay them to wipe them off the title. So everything's still moving forward. They anticipate closing later in the fall and breaking ground before Thanksgiving. I'll let you know, next month, where they are. Beyond that.
Is the background for this item in any of the information you had given us at
It
the
was in
last one?
that status.
Okay, then I'll go back there and I'll look
binder.
at it.
It's all in there. If you need any additional information, let me know. What's in the binder is a letter of intent and a real estate contract. Those are the two documents that are driving the transaction.
Anything from the purchase?
We're not there yet. When the
When
village
we- yeah,
purchases.
Right.
I did get a purchase file that's in really shambles like 10 years ago from the attorney that handled it. And we're just missing documents. One of the challenges, we're missing a title policy that's making it difficult to clear title.
Yeah,
And the title company went out of business.
hopefully.
And so there are some title exceptions that, with back taxes and things that, we're working through with Chicago Title to try to clear as best we can. But I could get what I have from it was like a 2006, 2008 transaction when the agency bought it from the then owner. It was like a restaurant / apartment building
Mhm.
use. If you want to see any of those documents, I
No,
can
that's
cobble
fine.
together whatever I have.
Thank you.
Would you like to see those?
No, that's not
Okay.
necessary, really.
All right.
Kath, would you want to?
No, it's fine.
Okay, you good with old business?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Next, new business, consideration and approval for bills June 2020 amount in the amount of, Mayor, you have the total amount? $547,339.02. Do we have the check numbers? I don't have it. No, there's no check numbers on here. We need the check numbers. See,
So
I had that.
this would probably be on there.
Yeah, I'm looking at that up.
6173 would be the first one.
That's not it. Celeste, did you get the check numbers?
She didn't give me anything.
Oh, maybe that. So it looked like, see, it's not consistent. So the check numbers for the bills would go from 16174 to 16198,
Does that include the check you have on your desk?
1699.
So I'm guessing the 16199 is not in that 547
It's
amount?
not on this warrant list.
It's not in that amount then either.
No, so it's additional $341.22.
Okay, I'll give you a new figure. Hang on.
And so the new figure,
547, 339.02 plus 341.22.
Yeah.
The new amount is 547, 680.24.
you got 547, 680.24?
Yes.
Okay, so the amount for the bills is $547,680.24. The check numbers are 16173 to 16199. Need a motion in a second.
So moved. Second.
Can we get a roll call, Celeste?
Mayor Thompson,
Yes,
Mayor Perry,
Yes.
Ms. Greco,
Yes.
Ms. Jones.
Yes.
thank you. Next on the agenda for consideration, number 2, discussion and action on proposal dated June 16, 2021 from Concentra regarding the Kohler Pump Station Cellular Upgrade Project at a cost of $13,150. So this is a motion to waive the procurement process, 3 written quotes, and approve the proposal date, June 16, 2021, from Concentric regarding purchase and installation of equipment to complete the color pump station cellular upgrade project at $13,150. Waivers based off existing work relationship with vendor who received the agency infrastructure system. So who want to tell us about this? You, superintendent, or
So the,
you want to go to the mic because we're recording?
so the communications at,
You know what, I'm not sure.
No.
You think it's in Broadview? I can ask real quick. You want me to? This is right.
We can, Wesley, is the color pump station, is that Broadview or Westchester?
it's owned by Broadview, Westchester, and it's located in Oak Park.
Oak Park, okay.
So the communications that is out at the Kyler booster station is outdated by 10 years. So after we would run it in automatic, it would fail in between like 5 to 10 minutes. It would do that every time. So to prevent an emergency run from the pump station to Kyler, we would like to replace it with up-to-date equipment. Bring it up to.
So was this something that was discussed prior to this administration? Because I briefly recall what it was about with the former superintendent.
At the time when they were designing the communications for the new pump station, I think it was put off to the side. It wasn't an important matter at that time.
But now, because it's failing so frequently, it's something that we need to,
We use Kyler almost every day.
okay.
Yes.
All right, Mayor Perry, you have any questions or comments?
No, ma'am.
Trustee?
No.
Ms. Jones?
No.
Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Second.
Celeste, can we get a roll call, please?
Mayor Thompson,
Yes.
Mayor Perry,
Yes.
Mrs. Krakow,
Yes.
Ms. Jones.
Yes.
Thank you. Next, consideration and discussion and action on proposal 33807-1 from Alturifer Caterpillar to perform maintenance service work to emergency generator for the 10th Avenue Pump Station at a cost of $2,650.53. I need a motion in a second.
Do you read that?
Yeah, I just read it in the first one.
So moved.
It's the same thing.
Second.
Mayor Perry? Any
Yes.
questions or
No.
comments? Oh, Trustee? You want to tell us about this emergency repair? So I know Superintendent Barbara had reached out about the purchase of this, and I asked him to put it on the agenda because it's more than his threshold for approval of, but it's an emergency, so we probably need to revisit emergency situations to give them the authority to go ahead for $2,600. It could cost us way more than that if we continue to wait,
Right.
instead of calling special board meetings, but
The last time that the generator has had serious overhaul maintenance was back in 2017. So we're in 21 now. It's just like trying to catch up with the preventive maintenance,
okay. All right.
basically.
So Attorney Jerusik, can you draft up something for emergency repairs so that we can give him a threshold to not exceed a certain dollar amount without bringing it to the board? Because if it's an emergency, we need to make sure that the operations is running efficiently. And sometimes waiting on a board meeting or calling a special board meeting, especially with the schedules that we carry, it could prevent, and it could cause more damage than anything.
You know, typically managers in Wesley is serving in a capacity very similar to administrator or manager. They have between $5,000 and $10,000 of
Right.
spending authority in emergency situations with, email or some type of, status report to the elected officials that, hey, this emergency happened, I'm gonna be exercising this emergency authority to fix something that's gonna cost $7,500. And it gets paid for, but it's brought immediately to the attention to the board, and then it's handled as a ratification at the next meeting. So So if you want to go that route, I'll look at our policy and tweak it along those lines, which is consistent with, the way a lot of other local governments handle emergency spending.
Well, I'm for it. I'm for the threshold not to exceed $10,000 only because one repair can cost more than that. I don't know, I'm working with Mayor Perry, so whatever, I mean, I'm okay with 10,000, but most certainly I'm able to be flexible with that dollar amount.
And that would only be for emergency.
Emergencies
purposes,
only.
And that would be very consistent with, kind of best practices and with the way other, public agencies handle emergency expenditures.
You'll define what emergency is.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll identify that, that it's something that, deals with either, impact on operations, water law, for us, an emergency could be a valve that goes.
Right.
And it could be a loss of water where you're compounding, not just the infrastructure breaks, but we're losing money because we're not going to be able to collect on the water loss. So we'll put some language in there to identify the parameters.
Can we have that for the next?
Absolutely, yeah, I'll absolutely get it done.
All right, thank you. Celeste, can we get a roll call, please?
Mayor Thompson,
Yes,
Mayor Perry,
Yes.
Ms. Krako,
Yes.
Ms. Jones.
Yes.
thank you. Number 4, consideration, discussion, and action on live stream audio and social media consulting proposal of We Are Mobley Production LLC. Resolution number 2021-10, resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an independent contractor agreement with We Are Mobley Productions LLC for live stream audio and social media consulting services for agency board meetings and agency website, $100 per hour. So this was on the agenda last month for consideration. This is so that we can stream and be transparent and accountable to our constituents and the communities that we serve in Broadview and Westchester. I know Mayor Perry had some concerns that.
No, we're good.
You're good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Any questions?
I don't, no.
Okay. Trustee? No. Ms. Jones?
No.
Celeste, can we get a roll call, please?
We need a motion in a
Oh,
second.
motion in a second. I'm sorry. Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Mayor Thompson,
Yes.
Mayor Perry,
Yes.
Ms. Krako,
Yes.
Ms. Jones.
Yes.
So Mayor Perry, I know with We Are Mobley, they're gonna need some access to your, if you have a YouTube channel or Facebook, however you guys do your social media and stuff. So then when they stream it simultaneously for both communities through our either social media or through our website.
Okay.
So like this video is on our website now
Right.
that we can share with everybody.
Right, I'd like to do the same for us.
So who would be the contact, or I can give him your contact information.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Okay.
Contact me.
All right, that's perfect. Superintendent's report.
Okay, I submitted my superintendent's report via email. Is there any questions with that? Or?
No, but I do have, I know you had put in here the Village of Westchester inquiring about the agency water bill cycle changing from the 15th to the 1st to the 30th. And so I know we got a memo in reference to that, and I didn't know if Mayor Perry had any questions or concerns about the changing of the water bill and as it relates to the water customers that we serve.
I don't know yet because
Okay.
my village manager's on vacation.
Oh, okay.
So if it's okay, if we could pick this up next meeting.
Yes.
Would that be all
Yeah,
right?
that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
perfect. I just want to make sure that we address the concern that came up as it relates to that.
Should I have him contact you?
Mr. Nosek?
Right.
Yes, that's fine.
All right, why don't we do that? That way we could work on it in the meantime.
Okay. Well, thank you, Superintendent.
And I saw Kelly's memo as well, so it's in consideration. I've got no problem with it, but I'm not sure what Paul's angle is on changing it.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah.
We work with that. Okay, I don't have anything. Do you, Mayor?
I don't know.
We don't have anything for a closed meeting, so at this time I'll call for adjournment of the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Meeting adjourned.
All right,
Because we're not live, we're not social, what is it, the Zoom. So we don't have to go through that stuff.